Good evening, Mr. Mogobe.
Very good evening. I'm so honored that you'd have me on your podcast.
Today we are just going to be having a very short session with you. Thank you for giving us your time. I know it's in the evening. Mm-hmm. You have to go home also, and It's a weekend. But let me just start off. Can you give us a brief of today's event? You gave us a very beautiful speech, and we wanted to ask you a lot of questions, but because of time, we couldn't. So just run us through what your experience, your perspective is on today's event, on the whole thing, with the students, with your fellow guests, anything you want to share with us?
No, it was the first of its kind, obviously, and I feel honored that Mr. Moshe Soloko invited me. And it was also a huge thrill for me to touch base once again with his brother, Isaac Soloko, who's also a personal friend. So for us to have shared the stage and given our insights and our experiences and shared those with the public was a real honor. And of course, touching base with my own personal lawyer. Well, I'm a company lawyer, Mr. Akil Jinabai, who's done a lot of conveyancing for us. And also is someone who's on speed dial for me. It was a thrill, and the speech he gave on personal responsibility and professional responsibility was very, very powerful. And I was thrilled to talk to the people about my insights on communication and the issues of confidence, issues of how you express yourself, and issues of how that impacts directly on your success. That's what my talk was about, and I'm glad that I got an ovation at the end. And of course, the last couple of speakers were also a thrill. If you look at the talk by Patricia Nkwane, where she took her own personal story and then unpacked
the dyslexia,
and then spoke about dyslexia, being abused as a child,
and she succeeded in
and then not only did she succeed, she succeeded in an extraordinary fashion where she's a multi-award winner and so on. So that was a very good presentation. And Isaac, of course, Soloko was generous enough to talk about networking, the importance of networking, and how and all the speakers came prepared, and the audience was also enthralled and attentive. And when I was sitting up there, I was feeding off a lot from the audience. So I would say that this was an outstanding.
So a follow-up to the audience question, the students actually. I wanted to ask you something. We noticed that after the event concluded, during the networking session, you gave the opportunity for almost everyone of the students and the legal practitioners, everyone, we gave them a chance to sit with you and discuss with you. So can you touch on, like a lot of people online, obviously, they do not see the side of you.
Yes.
They just see the podcast or maybe your Facebook post, but they do not see you in the wild. So by the way, I'm giving you a compliment in a way.
Thank you.
That it's a good thing that you stayed and gave everyone an opportunity that, no, come to me, ask me what you... I do not know what you discussed, obviously I did not listen. But we observed that while other guests were leaving, you stayed behind.
Well, it's a mindset, it's an attitude of mind to say, make yourself available. Quite often, these events are booked months ahead of time. And this one was postponed 2 or 3 times. So you set aside that day for the event. You know that important part of the event is networking, mingling with the crowd, learning from the crowd, exchanging phone numbers, taking pictures. So I've always been the type of speaker who will make time for that at all costs, because I think it's pointless to just come and talk. In fact, I did a post 2 or 3 days ago when I said, why is it that our leaders just often come and give speeches and then disappear? When do they engage? Because I've learned, and all my mentors have taught me this, it's very, very important to find time to engage and to interact with your people.
Now I'm going to pivot. Now we are coming to the second part where now I discuss about our own project, and you talk about discussions. So I would like to invite you to our podcast, hopefully in the coming months, where we can discuss much about entrepreneurship. You are someone that you are the one of the few guests that have been recommended multiple times. They're like, we want to, why don't you have him on? We want to know his take on XYZ topics. So we will go through that, and we are hoping that you can give us a time. And also, we want you to share your perspective on some of our works. You know, we are, like you mentioned, we are an NGO. We are a non-profit podcast, and it's for mental health. It's an artwork also. It's an interactive.
Politicians don't like it.
Yes, politicians don't like that.
Yeah, politicians don't like that.
Well, not all of them. Some of them literally said, I don't want to say the names, but some of them said, no, you start recording. When you ask me the first time, the people will hear it the first time. You don't tell me beforehand.
Yeah.
And the other politicians said, first wait.
Yeah.
But that one I can say. So I was saying, so it's an interactive podcast. We don't just talk. We create something in the process, and that creation is then auctioned, which will be then the money from there will be then used for charity, basically for mental health association. So we're hoping that you come, and I want your take on the whole concept and the way we've done. If you have seen a bit of it, maybe you can share your critique, anything, anything.
No, I'm at a disadvantage because I've only seen you for the first time today. I literally saw you for the first time on TikTok now. And I'm the kind of person who wants to reflect on something, analyze it, understand it first. I had already indicated off camera to you that I like the idea of the two of you, a lawyer and an aeronautical engineer, coming together on the podcast side. I don't know the dynamics, I don't know the business model, I don't know the unique selling proposition. I don't know why you are shying away from the money side. You want to make it an NGO.
It was a personal trauma and stuff like that.
Yeah, all those things I need to find out first because I do mentor a lot of entrepreneurs. So I normally spend one-on-one sessions with them to get to the real heart of the entrepreneur and understand why. I normally try to push them to understand the importance of making profit and how making profit is important for their entrepreneurship, for their philanthropic activities. Philanthropy benefits from success on the entrepreneurial side. So that's my preliminary view, but it's based on ignorance because I know very little. But what I would say, speaking as a fellow podcaster to another, is aluta continua. Go for it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mogobe, for giving us. You can plug your book as well. You've seen your book always on all the shows and everywhere. Can you tell us a little bit? Maybe you can share.
I'm shameless in my promotion of the book because I believe, like I mentioned in my talk earlier, that those three S's, the first S, strategy, the second S is your story, and the third S is, of course, state that you are in when you execute. So it's part of the second part of the S, namely the story. So people have to know a little bit about you for them to trust you with their work, and the book helps you clarify who you are to the market. And this is why I admire what this young lawyer has done. He's come up with a book he calls it Born for the Court. I haven't read it, but
it's his journey in UB, basically.
Yeah, but it's his story. So the story part is very important.
It's launching on the 5th of April. You should come also for the event if you are available, even a few minutes.
Because people want to know who you are before they want to give you their money.
Yes, of course.
Before they can trust you with their work. So having your story ready helps. So I'm the kind of guy who's very open with my story. And over the last 2 years I've been promoting. No, a year and a half,
It's not even that long because
just over a year, sorry.
Just months ago you had 3 alternative book covers that people had to vote for.
So it's been about a year.
So
this is the book. It's about my journey, quite literally through the 2 kettle posts, one under my grandfather, the other one under my father, and how that informed my development during the formative years at primary school, walking barefoot and that sort of thing. And then moving to town, being one of the first residents in Gaborone. In the sense that there wasn't many people in Gaborone. And
I think we are very young.
and coming literally when into Bunke, all those things we talk about. But I think to go further would be to spoil it for the viewer.
Yeah.
No, don't spoil it.
Yeah.
Let them buy
But it's
it.
available at
Yeah.
exclusive books for only $350.
Yeah.
You can always find it with me wherever I am. It's always in the back of my
Oh.
boot.
Yeah.
$350. You can also get it from first floor or
Do you sell it on Amazon as well?
No, just those two places, exclusive
Okay.
books. Amazon, I'm still reluctant.
Maybe you can engage him. His book is available on Amazon as well.
Okay, for authors who are in your situation where then it is not on Amazon, because you said you are reluctant. I don't think so.
What for the reason that I was warned by my I think my co-writer, somebody warned me about what has been happening in China is that they just grab books, convert them to Chinese using AI, and then sell them. Find half of Asia knows your story.
but you haven't. The sales don't reflect.
Yeah. So somebody said, don't put online.
Oh, okay.
And then I took that advice.
Yeah.
I shot myself.
No, but don't worry, we have the local AI. We are in the game now. We have our AI that we have created.
We'll catch up.
We'll give you the website link. You can try out our.
How does it work?
You can speak to it in Kalanga, in Botswana. You can. That was why we won. It's a unique idea. Okay, turn on the camera. This part I don't want to see on camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.